Thoughts and Sentiments on Humility, Part 4, Number 30. At times, we are over-scrupulous about works of supererogation, such, for instance, as having omitted on such a day to say a certain prayer or to perform some self-imposed mortification. These are scruples of omission, which in regard to our eternal salvation are of little or no importance, but we take little heed of that humility which is to us most essential and necessary, and without which no one can be saved. St. Paul warns us, do not become children in sense. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 20. Do not be like children who cry and despair if an apple is taken away from them, but care little for losing a gem of great value. Let us place humility above all things. It is the hidden treasure buried in the field, and to acquire it, we ought to sell all that we possess. It is the pearl of great price, and to obtain it, we should sell all we have. Do not let us call these sins against humility scruples, but let us regard them as real sins, worthy of confession and of amendment. May God guard us from too easy a conscience in respect to that true humility which is commanded us in the gospel. We would indeed be taking the broad way mentioned by the Holy Spirit, which, though it seems the right and straight road, is nevertheless leading us directly to perdition. There is a way that seems to a man right, and the ends of it lead to death. Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 25. There are people who think, like the Pharisees, that virtue and sanctity consists in prayers of great length, in the visiting of churches, and in some special abstinence, in retreats, in modesty of attire, in spiritual conferences, or in some exercise of exterior piety. But in all this, who thinks of humility? Who esteems it and studies to acquire it? What is all this then but a vain delusion?
Gentle, humble Jesus, replace my heart